Hey there, today I'm gonna show you how to play Before I Forget by Slipknot, which is probably Slipknot's most famous song, and I think it's a really cool song. So the tuning for this is really weird. The E string, low E string, is tuned down so it's a B, and the A string is tuned down to F sharp, then the D string is tuned down to a B, then the G string is tuned down to an E, the A and the B string is tuned down to a G sharp, and then the E string, the high E string, is tuned down to a C sharp. So there are a couple of parts of the song that you're going to need to know. The main riff, for example. That's pretty simple. It's just an open E string, hammer onto the second fret, then again, then a pull off from the third to the second, and then a hammer onto the second, and then from the open string, hammer onto the third fret, and then pull off to the second fret. And that's the intro. It's played 7 times, and on the 8th time, you go this on the 5th fret of the low E string to an open E. Go! And that's when he says go. And the next part, the main riff, is the same thing, except you just add the A string into the mix. So instead of just hitting the second fret of the E string, you hit the second fret of the A string also. And you know, it's just a simple bar chord. And then a little, couple times, 3 times I think, 4th time, and again it's the same thing, but you bar the both 5th frets of the E and A strings to an open on the A and E strings, and then you do it again. And then finally you do this again, but you do it twice. And then it goes right into the verse, which is also really easy. You just bar the 2nd fret of the E and A string, and you play that quickly a couple times, and then go to the 3rd fret of those strings. Do that a couple times, and then on the last time, you do this thing, and then you do that 4 times. I'm not going to do that 4 times for you, but you get the idea. And then after that, you do this little thing where it's a power chord without the 3rd string, with your 1st finger on the 7th fret of the A string and your ring finger on the 9th fret of the D string, and you let that ring out. Then you move up so that your 1st finger is on the 10th fret. Move down a half step, and then move down a half step again. And the chorus is also pretty simple. This is a really easy song actually. And you just bar the 2nd fret of the E and A string, and then go to the 3rd fret, and then 2nd fret, 5th frets, open, then 5th frets twice, then open again, and then double 8 frets, and then you do it again, but this time you go from the 8th fret to the 7th fret. And the last time, then after the 8th fret, you go from the 7th fret, you hit it 3 times, and then after the 3rd time you go to the 8th fret, the 8th fret, and then back to the 7th fret, and then up to the 10th fret, 5th fret, and then 2 more times, then 2 8s, then 1 7. So that sounds like this. And then you do that twice, the chorus twice, and then you go back to the riff. And then you go back to the verse. And then the chorus again, double chorus. I'm sorry, before the chorus you play this little thing, this interlude. Yeah, and then after that chorus you go to a bridge, which is pretty easy. Just the 5th fret of the D string, and you do it a couple times, go down to the 4th fret. And then go up to the 12th fret, and then back to the 5th. How you do that is you go up to the 11th to the 9th, 8th, and to the 5th fret. Wait, sorry, to the 6th fret, and then back to the 5th fret. Then to the 9th, to the 7th, to the 5th, to the 8th, wait, 7th, to the 5th, and then to the 4th, to the 2nd, and then you do it again. And then you go up to the 7th, and then to the 9th. In this next part, there are two things you can play on this one. First one is with your first finger on the 7th fret. And that's from the 9th to the 10th, back to the 9th, back to the 7th. The other part that's being played is on the A string, and it's open to the 2nd, to open, 2nd, open, 2nd, 3, 2nd, open. And then after you do that, you go straight and back into the chorus, the 3rd and final chorus. And this is a triple chorus, so you do the chorus 3 times. And then after triple chorus, you go back into the main riff. And then after you do that a couple times, you do the last. That's the end of the song.